traffic taking runway southeast departure at Skyline, altitude 1.
Welcome to another Volaire video. We are on the road. We're at Idaho Falls Regional Airport, of course, in the great state of Idaho. Alex Lynch from Gen XI Productions behind the camera with us. We've been thinking a lot about the transition of the workplace through the pandemic. Volaire, for its entire existence, has been all home-based, and we find that our people are much more productive when they're working from home. So many large businesses have now gone work from home, and I think they're finding the same thing. And that means, of course, that business people, anyone working in a job that would typically be in an office, probably can work from wherever they want in the future, and that could cause a big demographic shift in where people live after the pandemic. Say you work for Nike in Portland, you could live anywhere potentially in the Pacific Northwest or around the country. And one of the things we've seen here in Idaho Falls specifically is a big influx of people moving here over the last 10 years. In fact, it's the fastest growing economy in the Pacific Northwest. I have our airport director here in Idaho Falls, Rick Cloutier, who I've known for years and years. We've worked together in multiple airports across the country. You've seen this influx. Oh, and I want to mention, we aren't wearing our masks because we are 6 feet apart. Masks are required in the terminal. We don't have to wear them right now because we have social distancing in place. But you've seen an influx of people moving here. Do you think that's going to increase after the pandemic?
Yeah, Jack, for the last few years we've been seeing a big influx of people moving to the region, and I think that's going to be even more as we go forward. People are going to realize that they can work from home, so they're going to look for quality of life. And I think the region here has a lot of quality of life. We have a lot of outdoor activities we can do. So I think you'll see more people moving to the more, away from the metro areas to the more rural areas for that quality of life, and still working for those companies.
So with that in mind, how do you plan a regional airport for potentially more kind of individual business travel? I know you have construction underway. What's your forward-looking strategy for handling a potential growth in passengers after the pandemic?
Well, I think our plans going forward has to have that in there. Has to think about that growth in the region of population and business travel as we go forward and make our plans for the next 5 or 10 years.
So what is, you're getting ready to embark upon a big terminal project. What does the new terminal look like compared to the one we're sitting in right now?
Well, the new terminal adds about 30,000 square feet of space. It'll add 3 new gates. So it'll be a lot different than it is today. But what's our next step after that? We'll have to consider that planning as we go forward with that business traveler in mind.
And the last thing I want to ask you is, when this whole pandemic hit and in the months since, has there been any, fear that you won't be able to fill up this new terminal?
Not really at all. I mean, of course, we've had some, downturns in our passenger levels. But I think kind of overall we've done better than some of the other areas. So I think going forward we'll be ready to, embark upon any opportunity we have to add service with our new terminal.
Perfect. Thank you, Rick. And again, we thank you so much for watching our videos. And it's always fun when we're able to bring in an expert who's on the ground and seeing the trends. And we'll continue to do that as we navigate through the pandemic. Again, thanks for watching.
Report 3 to announce runway 35 outside.